This is Archive of 12, and today we have another Gear 5 Luffy rap song. I did tell you that I was going to go through these yesterday when, I started doing the Rustage and DPS one. This one is Gear 5 Luffy rap song, also named Liberation, not to be confused with DPS's song, which is also named Liberation, and it's DizzyEIght featuring Errol Allen. So, DizzyEIght is great. I think I've heard Errol Allen on a different track, but I don't remember. So if not, this is a brand new person for me. So far, the Gear 5 Luffy songs have been great. Either they've been super serious with hints of funny, or they've been super goofy with hints of serious. And from what I know, because I've gone on record before and stated that I don't know anything about One Piece because I can't get into it. I've tried 52 different episodes now, and I have not gotten into it at all. Except for the Gear 5 Luffy. I'm okay with Gear 5 Luffy. I like what Gear 5 Luffy brings to the table. So, I've seen the fight. I've done my research on the Gum Fruit. I know all about the Sun God link and all that stuff. So I'm going to catch some things. When it comes to like grander One Piece lore, probably not going to catch it, but like when it comes to some things, I feel like I'm pretty well versed. Link will be in the description below. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because I will be pausing, I will be talking about it. And without further ado, let's get started.
Look, I was down on my back. They never thought I would last. I didn't run out of gas. I'm giving all that I can. They didn't know I'm the one. Stood my ground when they thought I would run. Beat me down and they thought I was done. Being deaf like the sound of my drum. Feel like I can go do what I want. Hey, liberated, man, I come from the worst generation. Overcame all the worst type of situations. Liberated, man, adversity only gave motivation. Now I'm marching while drumming for liberation. Ayy, marching for freedom, I do what I want when the blood is peak. Until I come and spin the block in a week. I get a laugh at who's trying to compete. Come with your crew and they turn to a crease. The top is my spot and I'm not trying to lease. I chuckle at whoever coming for me. Oh, we think he a threat and that got me to see. Some drug boy stepping his gridlock. The boy straight gas, no pit stop. Think he a dragon, I drag him and bag him like Ziploc. Conqueror status, he still get his chin clocked. Do you like bam bam, you get your win rock. If I got time on my hand like a wristwatch, you can be kind of a casual and rhino. I still do you dirty while wearing my flip-flops.
This is definitely a different take on Gear 5 Luffy compared to the other songs that we've heard so far from Rustage and DPS. I will say this doesn't feel like Gear 5 Luffy. This just genuinely feels like a Luffy song, which I find to be very interesting. I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form that that's bad. I'm just saying that it, compared to the previous two, where we had like Stipendium doing some really wacky, like soulful backup choir in Rustage's song, and we had Rustage and DPS just kind of having fun with DPS's rap, like, this one just feels like Luffy. Maybe it'll change later on, but like as of right now, this just feels like a Luffy rap. It doesn't feel directed towards Gear 5, other than some of the lyrics. Because like I said, I actually watched the fight. I love the Looney Tune aesthetic. I love the Tom and Jerry style aesthetic that they decided to bring to the table for Gear 5. I would expect that to be reflected a little bit more in the rapping. And this is just a really solid, really good Luffy rap, but I'm not at this moment detecting the energy of Gear 5. I think is the best way to put it. Like, again, not a bad song at all. Like, I'm actually really enjoying this. It's a very solid, very, very robust DizzyEIght track. But I'm not picking up the wacky vibes that is Gear 5 that I heard in both the DPS and the Rusted song. So, just, you know, interesting that Dizzy decided to take this route, which a lot more serious, a lot more focused on the implications of what Gear 5 is, rather than like the moment that Gear 5 happened to be featured in.
My only limit be my mind. Everybody thought I was behind, and your logic is what I defy. Had me down in the dirt, couldn't function. Now I just laugh at haters when I step in the function. Thought I would fail, should've changed your assumption. Now me and victory convert to the junction. Look, I was down on my back. They never thought I would last. I didn't run out of gas. I'm giving all that I can. They didn't know I'm the one. Stood my ground when they thought I would run. Beat me down when they thought I was done. Being deaf like the sound of my drum. Feel like I can go do what I want. Hey, liberated, man, I come from the worst. Generation overcame all the worst type of situations. Liberated, with adversity. Only get motivation. Now I'm marching while drumming for liberation.
Before we get into Errol Allen, I just want to like reinforce what I was saying earlier. Yeah, this definitely feels more like the implications and the seriousness of the implications of Gear 5 rather than being about Gear 5 itself. Because I stated before, and I stand by the statement, that I know there was a lot of hype around like what is it, Ultra Instinct and stuff like that, but I feel like the last time the internet was set on fire when it came to a sudden anime transformation was probably back during Battle of Gods and the Super Saiyan God transformation. I feel like that was the last time an anime transformation really got everybody excited. And Gear 5 has the potential of changing the landscape of anime entirely, similar to how Super Saiyan changed the landscape of anime entirely back when it was first premiered. And so I'm getting that this song is not tied specifically to the fight scene and the reveal, but it's tied to the seriousness of the implications of what's going to happen in One Piece and in anime in general now that Gear 5 has officially made its self known. I know that Gear 5 premiered a little bit earlier in the manga, but there are a lot of people out there who watch anime but don't read the manga. So like Gear 5 was completely new and fresh and interesting to them, and it just came out of nowhere essentially. Or maybe they only heard like hits and like, you know, bits and pieces, but because they didn't read the manga, they didn't really know what it was all about until they saw it. And that's the kind of feeling that I feel like this song is going for, is like, this is a game changer. Like, this is going to change everything that you know. And so Dizzy and maybe Errol will touch on some of the goofy aspects of it, but Dizzy specifically definitely focused on the more like serious aspects, the potential of what's going to happen next now that Gear 5 has made its appearance. And I think that's a good way to approach it, honestly, because if everybody made a wacky song about Gear 5 Luffy, I feel like that might actually get kind of old. But choosing to go this direction means that you're approaching it from a standpoint that so far nobody else that I've heard has chosen to approach it from. And that's actually really cool. I'm kind of curious as to how DizzyEIght would cover a Gear 5 Luffy song, because he did a Luffy song not too long ago. And I'm kind of curious on how he would approach it. Now that we've got like 3 different takes on how you could potentially approach it. DizzyEIght, I want to hear this. I want to hear this. I want to hear Gear 5 Luffy from you. Come on.
You know it's joy, boy. I can't stop right now. I'm in the zone, boy. Do what I want on my own, boy. Better take that bass out of your tone, boy. When I pull up, just know that it's on, boy. You been messing around with the wrong, boy. Lost a lot on this journey. Have family that hurt me. Just tell me how much that it costs. Mess with the gang if you really it's hard as you claim. If you play, then I'm knocking you off. I got my gang on my side. I'm the #1 part. I ain't lying. I'm speaking the truth. Said I can do it, so I went and did it. You look at me now, and I'm giving you proof. Said they gon' stop me. How you gon' stop the young goat. Boy, don't act like you don't know. Knocking their head out the ropes. Said they gon' see me, I really do live what I'm speaking. I told them the youngin' was chose. I gotta get to the One Piece. These haters don't want me, I'm trying to be dripping in gold. Look, I was down on my back. They never thought I would last.
That was a really solid verse from Errol Allen, and it definitely piggybacked off of the tone that Dizzy set up, but at the same time also had some of the little goofy aspects to it, which I do appreciate, because that makes it feel a little bit more like Gear 5. Like, I guess Dizzy was setting it up, and Errol really drove the point home, which I think was actually kind of a cool way of doing it.
I didn't run out of gas. I'm giving all that I can. They didn't know I'm the one. Stood my ground when they thought I would run. Beat me down and they thought I was done. Being deaf like the sound of my drum. Feel like I can go do what I want. Hey, liberated. Liberated, man, I come from the worst generation. Overcame all the worst type of situations. Liberated. Liberated, man, that person, she only gave motivation. Now I'm marching while drumming for liberation.
One of my favorite things about that entire production was the beat. Like, who made the beat? Who produced the beat? Because I want to give a special shout out to that. Baby Slime Out of Here. Okay? Whoever produced that beat, Baby Slime Out of Here, that was incredible. Especially at the end where you really got to, like, truly hear it. What the hell is that? Oh, AI covers. I hate AI covers. Anyway, yeah, no, that was a really solid, really good instrumental that was produced for this. Everything about this was solid and good. Like I said, just a different way of approaching Gear 5 Luffy, which I did appreciate. It just wasn't what I was expecting. And I'm very curious to see exactly what's going to happen next with One Piece and beyond. Maybe Gear 5 Luffy's what's going to take me to actually get into One Piece. I really enjoyed the animation style and the vibe of Gear 5 Luffy. So maybe this is what's finally going to get me into One Piece. I don't know. But now that I know where it's leading up to, I have a little bit of like a hint at the road that's going to continue. So maybe I might be able to get into One Piece and actually sit down and watch all 1,000 plus episodes and enjoy it, where I haven't been able to enjoy it over the course of the last 10 years just because it didn't vibe with me. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I am Mark Alpha 12, and I will see you in the next video.